This weekend you are not going to get a video every single day because we're going to the caravan in the Lake District with Jen and the dog, who is Sheppy. Hello.
Hiding.
No, he does not like being in the car. But there is absolutely zero signal, there's no Wi-Fi. There's not even a mobile phone connection that I can get. So we're not going to be able to upload anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compress all the days into one for when we get back. It's just going to be a lot easier. M&S do not put any form of eating implement with their food. I don't know why, because if I'm going to buy this, I'm going to need to eat it somehow. And given you're an on-the-go shop, put a spoon with it or a fork or something, a spork. So it's 200 miles to get there. A quick check on Google says it's going to take between 4 and 7 hours. I don't have enough fingers, I've only got 5. 7 hours to get there.
If we get stuck doing 30 miles an hour behind this lorry for much longer, it is going to take an awful lot longer than 4 hours to get there.
We just made it and it only took us 7 hours. It is now 9:30. We only stopped a couple of times. Once we stopped for about half an hour because we had a rest, went to the bathroom, got something to eat, and then again for another 30 minutes. So it was probably about 6 hours worth of driving. Time for food, I'm hungry. You can actually excuse the state of me this morning, and her.
What? What's wrong with me?
We just got up. It is time for breakfast. This caravan is pretty amazing. It's toasty warm, and it's freezing outside. Okay, freezing's a bit of a lie. It's like 8 degrees or something, but it feels freezing considering it's just been summer. It rained last night and I love the sound of the rain on the roof of the caravan. I don't think you like it, do you?
No, I don't think it's relaxing, it's just loud.
Loud, yeah. For breakfast we have bacon and we have some black pudding and we're going to make sandwiches from them. Today's supposed to be a bit of a relaxing day, but we do need to go out and get something for dinner, and I think we're going to go to Grasmere, is it? Yeah. Grasmere, because Grasmere do probably the best gingerbread you have ever tasted. It is amazing. It really is good. He absolutely loves the caravan. When he gets to go outside, the sniffs. Oh, the sniffs. Boop.
Grasmere is the home of the very best gingerbread in the world. And now we are going to go and find some because I am hungry and I want gingerbread. Also some fudge shop that I think may need testing out. It smells amazing out here. Can't wait to go in. We got a 12 pack, which is huge, but did not last us very long last time. So good, it is not even making it out of the car. Hey!
I'm really good.
You stole my gingerbread! You got loads of it too! Look at the massive bite he took! The top layer is all crumbly and gingery, and then the centre it's really hard and firm, and then when it soaks into your mouth it's all chewy and it's so good. We stopped off on the way back to the caravan to pick up some snacks, and I am ready to watch Game of Thrones. Chris, put it on the TV please! We've both already seen season 1, but it was a really, really long time ago. So we decided to start right back at the beginning. We have first and second seasons on box set. So we're gonna see how far we can get through 2 seasons in 36 hours. I'm sure we can do it. We can get all the way, well, we can watch season 1, surely.
It is now about 6 o'clock. We've watched a grand total of 20 minutes of Game of Thrones.
Is that it?
We both got really tired, like really tired. And started falling asleep, so there was no point in missing any. So we went to bed. We've had a nap. We figured we might as well take him for a walk, get some fresh air, and see if I can catch a sunset with a GoPro. I think the sun might set over the lake, and if it does, it could be really pretty.
Just spotted this plot. Shep, come here. They've got scaffolding up. It looks like they're building a whole new cabin here, and it's gonna have an amazing view straight into that autumn sunset. How gorgeous. Be a bit annoyed if I was this guy though. My favourite bit about this time of year is how quiet the site is. So unusual even to see a caravan with a car outside of it. For the most part, they're all empty. It's amazing how many people aren't here, but then they've probably been here all summer. Oi, what are you doing? Shep, come here. Excuse me. That view from the main jetty is just too beautiful, but apparently some of us couldn't resist having a paddle. despite the fact that it is September. No, it's not, it's October. That water must be freezing. That is one brave dog. Normally he hates the jetty. He's choosing to go down of his own accord. Oh yeah, he's not happy about it though. So let's stay to that. Shep, you don't need to.
Comfy?
Yeah, I'm cold.
You're cold? How are you so cold? I've got like nothing on my hands and feet and you're wrapped up like a cocoon. You're cocooned. Cocooned. What's going on? What's wrong?
I'm being cozy.
We're watching X Factor. It's now 9:30 and we have not watched more than that 20 odd minutes of Game of Thrones. We came here purely just to chill out, just mong out and watch Game of Thrones, and we've not even finished an episode yet. We're not very good at this, Jen. She's actually gone to get the duvet. Careful! You nearly knocked the glass over.
It's okay, everything's fine. We've just finished episode 1 of Game of Thrones and it was awesome. I've seen it before, I've seen the whole season 1 before, I've read the books and I still find it really exciting watching this episode again. So that's a great start. We're about to start watching the second episode, it's like 10:30 and we need something to keep us going. So earlier on today we picked up microwave popcorn, which we can't have at home because we don't have a microwave. So we need to make the most of it now.
We had a mammoth sleep in this morning. It's now Sunday, it's about 11 o'clock. But this is such a beautiful place to wake up in. It is absolutely amazing. The fact that there's a dog makes it even better. But it's beautiful blue sky. In fact, it's rarely ever this nice around Lake District. All that green. There's a deck on this side. And again, it's just more and more beautiful green and trees. It really is like a cabin in the woods. It's just it's quite densely populated cabin in the woods because although there's a lot of greenery, behind every tree there's another cabin. It's caravan, but you know what I mean. So yesterday we managed to finish watching 3 episodes of Game of Thrones, which is probably about 2 episodes more than I thought we would, given how long it took us to get into it. Anyway, we're not going to go home until about 8 o'clock tonight because the traffic the other day was ridiculous. And I figured that if we left it till 8 o'clock, most people should kind of be home by then. So it should really only take us 4 hours plus whatever time we need to stop for a drink or go for a wee. So if we don't leave until 8, that gives us now 9 hours to watch more Game of Thrones. And Jen is convinced, she's over here, she is convinced that we have enough time to watch the whole series 1 of Game of Thrones before we leave.
I said we could watch it. We've got 9 hours, we've got 7 hours worth of show to watch. Technically, we could fit it in.
I think we'll be lucky if we get 2, because we'll need to take the dog out, we'll need to cook dinner, we'll need to have breakfast. We've managed to catch up, we've finished season 1, we've finished season 1 and episode 8 of Game of Thrones, but we figured we should stop watching TV for a bit, come out, take him for a bit of a walk, stretch our legs and actually see some sunlight today, because we're going to be stuck in the car for at least 4 hours later. And if Friday's anything to go by, it's going to be more like 7. We're going to go for this walk, we're going to get something to eat before we leave. And maybe we'll probably be able to squeeze in at least 1 more episode. It would be good if we could finish season 1 before we actually left for home. But I don't want to leave too late, because if we leave at 8, I don't expect to be back before midnight, and I don't want it to be 3 o'clock in the morning when we arrive home. So...
No, that would be awful. You'd much rather be in it, wouldn't you? Hey, rather be in it than on it.
This really is a beautiful place. But I've got to say, it's like a little warren around here. You can't find your way around. There's virtually no signposts. So unless you either have a map or know exactly where you're going, you're going to get lost. Also, the walk back to the caravan is uphill, and it is a killer. I don't know why I couldn't have bought one near the bottom. It made life a hell of a lot easier. I could have just stayed there all day. Shep, you having fun? Yeah! Seriously, you never see this many vehicles at once. And now there's like 3, all in the one junction. We're all packed up and it is almost dark. We decided to leave Game of Thrones about halfway through the very last episode, and our reason being that if we got to the end and it ended in a cliffhanger, we'd probably want to watch the next episode. We don't have time for that shit, so we decided the best thing to do was just to sort of like stop it on our own terms. Goodbye caravan, you served us well. We're currently making really good progress. Jen's still awake, which is always great, because that's someone to chat to, because I can't exactly chat to you while I'm driving. That's just ridiculous. Just hold the camera here. Yeah,
it's really
got a
dangerous.
death wish. Don't vlog and drive.
No.
Don't do it. I've only been driving about 40 minutes, but I'm starting to get a bit peckish. Jen says she's hungry. We ate 2 hours ago, I'm concerned that the next stop won't be for quite a while, of which Jen seems to think it's 26 miles away.
Yeah.
So we're going to stop off and get something to drink. I think I could do with a coffee. My battery's flashing. Stop flashing.
No.
First off, thank you for my double whopper.
You are welcome.
Okay. But second,
Yeah.
why have I got just a double whopper and you got a massive burger in here?
It's huge.
Right? Some fries and a drink.
I was hungry. You weren't hungry, you were just greedy wanting a burger.
And you're not really wanting like all that.
I didn't know how big the burger was gonna be. I'm really hungry.
We're making some amazing timing. It is so much easier to come back home than it was to come up. He here wants to go out, I think. He's been stuck in the car for about 3 hours, so I figured he probably needs a wee. My legs are seized up, so I need to stretch my legs. And I'm sure you could do a stretch in your legs.
Yeah, I could do a nice stretch too.
So we're making some amazing timing. We've actually been driving for 2.5 hours. That's it. We've only got an hour left to go. An average speed of 62 miles an hour. To put this into context, on the way up to the Lake District on Friday, we did an average speed of 35 miles an hour. And apparently that was using the most efficient route possible. I think we touched the motorway once or twice, very, very briefly. Normally, in order to get to the Lake District, we would leave our house, go straight onto the M6 and spend about 200 miles on the M6 and then come off, and that would be it. It's nice and easy, like tonight. But no, on the way up, we touched it just a couple of times and it took us on this back roads, you name it. But every time we did cross the motorway, because it kind of zigzagged around it, every time we crossed it or went under it, you could see there was just standstill traffic most of the time, or very, very slow moving. So I'd hate to be stuck on there on a Friday night, which I'm glad I wasn't, but it's still such a long trip up.
What have you got? Oh, it better be to share. Come in, quick, come on, open the door. I really hope they're to share.
To share with me?
No, with me. This looks amazing and huge on camera. I'm sure it's not that big in real life.
We're back, it's midnight, just 3.5 hours of driving, which is amazing considering how long we were in the car for the other day. And what, we set off at 7:30.
Yeah.
So that's 4.5 hours? 4.5 hours in total in the car, and that included 2 stops. It is also that time of the month where Chris gotta go get his hair cut. You guys gonna see what my hair looks like right now. Shut up! It is Wednesday, Wobbly Wednesday, so I need to get something for Jen and I for dinner, for our little treat day.